Yep, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thanks.
We're going to start in about 5 minutes. We're waiting on some more
3 minutes out.
from a couple
Three?
more schools
Three.
around the area, and then we're going to get started. So thank you all for being here.
Where do you want to do it right here? Or do you want to back up over there? Or
Yeah, it gets us. We're in trouble here. It's up to you.
yeah, I want to go back there. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thanks. Do you want to here? What do you think? No? Is that any better?
Perfect.
And then I'll walk out of the way or
Okay.
something, and then you can,
It's not much to show.
yeah. Spokane Tribal. It's called the Spokane Tribal what?
What?
The Spokane Tribal what? Heritage? No.
I don't know what you're speaking.
Where the speakers are. The Spokane Tribal Gathering Place.
gathering place
The Spokane Tribal Gathering Place
next to city.
next to City Hall.
Well, that's all anybody knows.
Okay. Estimate 200 people.
Sure.
Roughly 200 people or more.
You getting close?
Yeah. Should be less than a minute away. 1 minute. Yeah, you guys, it is getting underway right now. Hundreds of people are gathering at the Rotary Fountain in Riverfront Park. I'll step out of the way so you can see what's happening right now, but we've seen a lot of people starting to gather in this area, a lot of students, of course, here. This is a student-led protest, but there are people of all ages here. If I were to estimate, I would say probably close to 300 people at least, and there are more people coming from across the street right now on Spokane Falls Boulevard. So what they'll do is they'll march through downtown, and then they're going to be ending near City Hall. We haven't seen Governor Jay Inslee yet, but of course, as you guys mentioned, that's one of the reasons why this protest locally has garnered a lot of attention. He announced that he would attend on Wednesday. Students originally wanted this to be students only, no politicians at all, but they said once the governor contacted him and said that he had another scheduled event and he wanted to be here, they allowed it and they invited him to also speak. We know Governor Jay Inslee has been a big advocate for climate change and climate change issues, and so that's why they wanted him to speak. So we have a lot of people here. It is peaceful right now, and there are law enforcement officers here making sure that people stay off the streets and that it stays peaceful. We haven't seen any sort of disruption so far, but as I said, it is just about to get underway here. It will end right outside of Spokane City Hall, right near the Spokane Tribal Gathering area. That's where we're expected to hear from student speakers as well as the governor. So we'll be streaming that live here on KREM 2 and as well as on KREM.com. Live in Spokane, I'm Tim Pham, KREM 2 News.
Cool.
Thanks. We're streaming live on KREM right now.
Oh, we are. Huh. I need a love on their podium. On her. You want to turn that off.
Soon, but actually, I want to do an interview with a student, a two-shot interview.
Oh.
I can go up there if you want to stay here.
Well, I can.
Okay. It won't pick it up.
It will, but.
You want me to go up there?
Yeah, with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day there seems to be something else horrible. There you go. Fires in Paradise, California. Fires in Twist, Washington a few years ago. Fires in the Gorge in Washington or in Oregon. You look at flooding in Houston, flooding all over the world, hurricanes. Climate change and weather-related climate change is only going to get worse. Weather-related climate change events are only going to get worse. These are not isolated incidents. We see the writing on the wall. The time to address this as a systemic problem globally is now. For the few. We live in the the lovely city of Spokane, and we all love it here so much for so many reasons, but this will affect us here too. We might not have the wildfires or the flooding per se, but if our aquifer dries up, we have one source of drinking water. We need to protect our local aquifer. If temperatures continue to rise, Spokane will become a hotter, drier, smokier place with air quality, the air that we breathe being unhealthy. And who does that affect? That affects the elderly and children. That affects our most vulnerable populations. Here comes Gonzaga. Give it up for Gonzaga. Woo, woo. This is gigantic. If you can't see in the back, jump up and look around, because from where I'm standing, this is amazing. This is truly amazing.
Way more people than we expected.
So, climate change is not an isolated incident, it's impacting everyone. It is going to change Spokane. There have been more deaths from extreme heat than anything else. This is only going to get worse. And we need to not ask for or suggest, we need to demand change now. Demand it. And I know that we're all, if you're anything like me or Maggie or any of these youth in the group that Maggie's been working with, there is a lot of fear and anxiety and depression and hopelessness. And that's true. We have to face that, but we need to move beyond that in solidarity together. So let's hear it for demanding change.
Yeah!
Woo!
So as Chelsea has said, I've talked to so many young people who care about this issue and are passionate about this issue and feel like they can't make a difference because they're just one person. One person can make a difference. All of you here together are making a difference. So this climate crisis is scary. It's anxiety-ridden. It's anxiety-creating, right? We're scared. But we have the solutions. It's about implementing those solutions to create a livable future. So together as a coalition of global climate strikes across the world, we have come up with demands. Do you know those demands?
Yes!
Let's go over those demands. I want to hear it for each demand because change is possible. We can overcome this crisis.
Yes!
We need a Green New Deal. We need to respect Indigenous land and sovereignty.
Yeah!
Definitely.
Good.
They're probably going to cross the street.
Oh, right there? Yeah.
Probably. I'll come to you. You stay there.
Here's a whole nother one. What's that over there?
I'll walk to you. I'm going to start.
It looked kind of small when I first walked up, but man, this balloon is wonderful.
Do you care if I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
What's your name?
My name's Orenda.
You can keep walking.
Yes.
Renda, why are you here today?
I'm here for the Global Climate March. We're trying to make sure that we have a future for our children and that she has a future and that her children have a future.
You brought your young daughter here. How do you explain climate change to her?
She understands that we need to respect Mother Earth. It's part of our belief system to appreciate nature and Mother Earth, and that's really what she takes from it.
Right. How did you hear about this, and what do you think? How do you think this march will affect change, or will it affect change?
I think this will affect change because we'll get the message out, and more people will come and join us and get involved and be part of this global movement.
As a mother, why is it important for you to talk to your daughter about this?
Because she needs to learn values and ethics about taking care of Mother Nature.
Thanks for chatting with us.
All right. Thank you.
Hi there.
What's the route?
Yeah, it's a bad recipe.
L278, they are going south on Howard to First Avenue. First Avenue.
All right, at home, yes. Okay, all right, guys, thanks for your patience. Just watch out for cars, please. Yep. Yeah. All right, guys, can you hold up for just a second and go with the signal?
Yep.
Can you call streets?
So wherever you guys go, if you just be responsible for your own safety, because there's nobody stopping traffic and stuff like that.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Appreciate your help.
Isn't he good? It's a pro. Let's see. Minecraft. Too many people were getting in our way.
I was
That's
hoping.
understandable.
Okay. Do you want to go on that side? Okay. Okay, let's cross. Or do you want to stay on this side?
I don't know. This side, the sun is going right in here.
Okay.
Which is good.
So let's just stay here then and try and do another walk and talk.
Yeah. I'll just stay on my shoulder. So when people get in front. Yeah, go grab somebody.
I'll walk towards you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys care if I ask you a couple questions? Sure. Why are you here today?
Because our planet's in trouble and we need to do
Step
something
out this
now.
way. And you can just, if you could step this way and then walk with me this way. How do you think this strike will affect change, or will it affect change?
I think every time somebody stands up and talks about this and tries to share their ideas and show how important it is, that it affects change.
What do you think our greatest threat is to the world or Eastern Washington?
Our greatest threat is apathy about what is happening right now. Pretending like this isn't really happening. It's very scary. It's hard to cope with, but pretending like it's not happening is not going to change anything. It's just going to happen. We either do something or we don't.
You know, you can make jokes, but it's not going to end up on TV. Her interview won't make it because you did that, so that's cool.
No.
You're fine. And are you a part of any groups here? And what would you like the governor to know today?
Well, I think the governor is aware of what we're doing here today, and I think he's one of the a person that is proud about a lot of awareness and change in himself. So,
Well, thanks for chatting with me. What's your name?
Lonnie.
How do you spell it?
L-A-N-I.
And last name?
Prell.
How do you spell it?
P-R-E-L-L.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lonnie. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Nice to meet you.
This is tough. They're closing the whole street for some reason. That wasn't the plan. All of a sudden, they had to close the whole street.
Yep. Because there's more protesters than they thought.
Is that it?
Yep. This was not a part of the street closures. I looked.
Something happened. There was a threat or something.
Okay, we have plenty of video. I think we need to get staged for the governor.
I get it.
Yes. I mean,
Still on.
yeah, it's still live. I'll tell them to take it off live.